Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to make a simple Tkinter window in Python. So I'm going to show you the end product of what we're going to be making. So I'm going to run the program. So as you can see here, it's just a simple kind of pop-up window with some text saying hello world, and with we can see there's a title here, Tkinter window, and we can move it around and we can close it. So let's get started. So first, I'm gonna go to navigate to File and create a new project, and I'm gonna name it Tkinter window. Create new window. I'm gonna right click on the file and create a new Python file, and I'm gonna name it as usual main. So first, we want to import the Tkinter module. The Tkinter module already comes by default with Python, so you don't have to install it. So first I'm going to say from Tkinter import. Then I'm going to create the window, so I'm going to say win. This win can be any name, but preferably you should always try to put a name that you kind of recognize. So I just put win because win stands for window, so it's easier. So I'm going to say win equals tk, and I'm going to assign win dot title. Let's just put in something Tkinter window, just a really simple title. And now I'm going to specify how large the window is going to be. So to do that, I'm going to say win dot geometry. So this part is a bit strange, but it makes sense too. So instead of normally kind of like if you see in Pygame, we'll just assign, let's say, width and height, and width and height will have some kind of value. But here we're going to kind of put like a text, how you say, kind of like these two quotation marks, and in them we're just going to specify 500 x and 500. So 500 on the x and 500 on the y, and x stands for, is just like basically times 500 times 500. So x is 500, y is 500. So it's just slightly different from kind of your regular Pygame kind of, if you were to kind of create a simple window from there, but this works too. So, and then because normally if I don't include this line of code now, this code I'm going to include now, you can resize the window. So I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to say win dot resizable 0 0. So on the x, 0 stands for cannot resize at all. So x cannot resize, y also cannot resize. So I can't resize it on the x or the y. And I'm just gonna go down here and set a simple background. So I can say win.configure bg equals yellow. And if I just run this now, so I'm gonna go in here and say run, nothing will happen because we forgot to include this one last line. It's called win.main loop. So basically, once Python just reads the code by one, goes through from Tkinter import all the way until here, win.configure. So if I don't include win.main loop, it's just gonna end. Once it reaches here, nothing's gonna happen. It's just gonna end. So no window will pop up. But win.main loop ensures that the window keeps on running. So this program will keep on running and the window will be open. So now if I run this, as you can see, there we go. A simple window with the title Tkinter window, and it's yellow in color, and we can't resize it. And let's close this. Now we're just gonna include some simple text. So I'm just gonna go down here and say and create text 1 equals label. I'm gonna say where we're gonna draw it. So I'm gonna say draw it to win. What the text is, I'm gonna say text equals hello world, and I'm going to set the color to be red. And now we're gonna set the font size and the font. So let's say text1 dot config and set the font to Courier. We're going to set the font size to 40 and we're going to make it bold. And this bold has to be in quotation marks. And we're going to set its background to cyan. So now, oh wait, no. This should be here, and just include another bracket. Okay, and it should be fine. And now we have to include this line. It's called. We have to kind of like put it on the screen. So if I just run it right now, it's not gonna go on the screen. So there's this line. So we're just gonna say text1 dot pack. So let me just check if everything's okay. Yep, it should be fine. So now if I run this, there we go. We have a simple text on the screen. It says hello world. It has a color of red and a background of cyan. And there's a simple, and there's like kind of all the basic setups of a window, and we can close it. So that's going to be it for this video. I'll be putting a link in the description to my GitHub page where you can download the code. Yeah, that's basically it for this video. Make sure to press the red color sub button and yeah, basically subscribe and check out my Twitter. It's also in the description. And until the next video, cheers.